I am Dr. Diana Wheaton, Director of the FTD Disorders Registry. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to my very talented and dedicated staff. First, Lakecia Vincent, our Registry Manager, who will be providing a detailed overview of the registry in just a moment. Swetha, our Project Manager and All FTD Liaison. Sherry, our Communications Manager, and Kevin, our IT Systems Administrator. While the staff works hard to keep the online FTD registry functional, it is truly our registry participants who are at the heart of our efforts and that drive the process to advance the science to find treatments and cures for FTD by sharing their story through the registry. Lakecia, please tell us more.
I am Lakecia Vincent, and I'm excited to be a part of the World FTD Marathon. Today, I'm going to talk to you about FTD Disorders Registry and give an overview of our contact and research registration process. FTD Disorders Registry was founded in March 2015 with the mission to facilitate and advance research into the spectrum of FTD disorders. The primary goal of the registry is to serve as a resource to the FTD disorders community, including persons diagnosed, their families, caregivers, and researchers. The registry launched to the public in March of 2017 and continued to be a go-to resource for the FTD community. What is a patient registry? A registry is a collection of information about individuals, usually focused around a specific diagnosis or condition. A registry can come in many varieties. A registry is often categorized as a contact or research registry. A contact registry is the simplest of the two. It collects basic demographic and contact information. A contact registry should not be confused with an email list. The information collected is used to determine inclusion and exclusion criteria for research studies. A research registry can be more complex, and it also has many varieties. It can be clinical-centric, which collects medical record-derived data. This data is entered by clinical staff, therefore a clinician or researcher is the expert in a research registry. A patient-centric registry allows the participant to be the expert. A patient, caregiver, or family member enters descriptive data that tells the impact of a disease on the patient or their family. Both contact and research registries monitors a disease over time and document the changes. They help determine the natural progression of a disease. Information gathered from contact and research registries gather new ideas and questions that should be asked, which can be used as measures in future studies. The FTD Disorders Registry is designed to bring together the FTD community. To achieve our mission, the registry provides a secure online database. The database was created to be a home of all individuals who are wanting to participate in FTD research. The registry creates a special community where participants can share their unique story. Each story helps us to better understand FTD and support the development of new treatment. This concept is truly critical because no single clinical site has a large enough population to fill a research study or clinical trial enrollment. The registry will function as an information repository for FTD, a place to gather and aggregate data. The registry is committed to research by using the data to advance science. Wherever you are on your FTD journey, you do not have to face it alone. The resources to learn more about this disease and find support are increasing. As a result, The registry recently updated and expanded the FTD resources section of our website. Here you see a snapshot of our public web page. The fifth tab, FTD Disorders Resources, is the home of many support tools. The FTD resource page is a frequently accessed page on the registry's website after clicking join. What is FTD is a common question asked by those affected by FTD. The registry's expanded resources answer this question and many more in a patient-friendly manner. The resource page is organized by topic and offer assistance to those living with FTD, their family, and caregivers. As a visitor of the page, you can locate a specialist to help cope with FTD. Caregivers can utilize the page to find support group and connect with others in similar roles. The registry support research by listing current FTD clinical trials on the resource page. Those who choose to participate can use the Find a Study link to learn more about research opportunities. The first question you might ask is, why join? Is there a benefit to you? Is there a benefit to science? Is there a benefit to others? The answer is yes. Your unique experience can improve our knowledge of FTD, impact the standard of care, and help others. By agreeing to participate in research surveys, you, the participant, will be providing data to help advance the science. And the registry will be the go-to site to recruit for FTD clinical trials. Let's take a closer look at some of the key sections of the homepage. First and foremost, we want you to know that in a world of FTD, every story advances the science, starting with yours. Working together, we can make a difference. Your next question may be, who can join? Participation in the FTD registry is open to the entire spectrum of FTD disorders. That means a person diagnosed with any of the FTD disorders listed here is eligible to participate. Current and former caregivers of a diagnosed person can be a participant of the registry. Lastly, family members and friends can also join the registry and share their story. Simply put, everyone's voice and perspective are valuable to us. After determining your reason to join, you may want to know, how can I join? This is a step-by-step model of the registration process. We will take a closer look at each step to determine what is required. Step 1, select an enrollment category. Signing up is easy. You can click any of the join buttons throughout the website, or you can select one of the 3 categories shown on this page. We have a category of enrollment for persons diagnosed with FTD who can enroll themselves or with the help of a care partner. We also have a category for biological family members who can share the impact of FTD from their perspective. You should notice a category for spouse and caregivers. They also have the opportunity to tell their story and share information about FTD diagnosed loved ones. It is important to remember a biological family member and spouse caregiver can participate even if their FTD diagnosed loved one no longer can. The next step is to provide basic demographic and contact information to join as a US, Canada, or international participant. Join means sharing your name and email address so we can contact you. All participants who join will provide their name, email address, zip code, and year of birth. This basic information allows you to join the registry and have access to e-newsletters, study announcements, and FTD updates. If you join as a US or Canadian contact, you have the opportunity to continue and register for research. The 3 highlighted tabs shows the steps you will take to complete that registration. Here are the 3 steps with more detail. Research participation is optional. However, we encourage everyone to participate if eligible. Key requirements are at least 18 years of age and a US or Canadian resident. At this time, Canadian provinces, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Newfoundland, and Labrador are not eligible to participate in research. To complete a research registration, you must complete a username and password, sign the informed consent, and enter Global Unique Identifier Information, or GUID. A GUID is a unique alphanumeric code that is used in research to protect the identity and privacy of the participants. Step 1, when creating a username, it can be an email or other unique name. If more than one account is created in a household, the usernames must be unique. For example, if 2 individuals from the same household, they can enter the same email address for communication purposes. However, both individuals may not use the email address as their username. Step 2, the consent form will detail the type of research that the registry does and your rights as a participant. You will answer a series of questions to indicate that you understand the concept of participating in research. You will also provide your signature in the appropriate box and submit your consent form. Step 3, this is when you are assigned a GUID. You will enter your personal information such as date of birth, legal name, city, and country of birth. Once the information is validated, a GUID is assigned and you are ready to participate in research. It is important to remember the research participant is the person who represents the category you select. For example, if category 1 is selected, the research participant is the FTD diagnosed person. A category 2 selection means the biological family member is the research participant. A confirmation email is sent to all participants who complete the registration. After completing the research registration, you will have access to target study information and surveys. Now I will highlight the dashboard tools that allow you to share your story and advance the science. An email is sent to all research registrants, letting them know the dashboard is activated. Account activation allows access to your participant dashboard where you can participate in registry surveys. The FTD Registry has created 3 intake surveys. The demographic survey collects basic information such as diagnosis, gender, race, and geographical location. The research readiness survey measures the registrant's willingness to participate in a research study. Disease impact surveys collect data on the impact of the disease on FTD diagnosed, their family members, and friends. It is very important that research registrants complete all 3 surveys in the FTD Disorders Registry series. This information helps to complete your research registry profile and will help us to provide targeted information such as study notices. Additional researcher partner surveys can be added to your profile. The registry often partners with researchers of other FTD studies. As a result, the registry assists in collecting data that will help facilitate their research. It is recommended that you use a computer for your research participation, since the surveys are best displayed on a computer screen. Your mobile device or small tablet will not display the participant login link to access the research dashboard. If you bookmark the welcome page, you can bypass this problem. However, it is strongly recommended that you use a device that is greater than 7 inches in size. If you are a contact registrant and is ready to join research, the highlighted tabs are the steps you will take. Now I will provide information for converting your contact account to research. The participant login page gives you access to check your registration status and get back into your account. Once you enter the required information, a link will be sent to your email address. You can follow the link to reset your password, complete a registration, or convert to a research account. If you know your username and password, you can simply log into your registry account. This will allow you to complete step 2 and 3 of the research registration process. Remember, step 2 and 3 consist of signing the consent form and entering Global Unique Identifier Information, or GUID. At this time, account conversions from contact to research are limited to US and Canadian residents. Currently, there are 3,855 participants enrolled in the registry across the 3 categories you see here. Of the current enrollees, 44% have made the decision to participate in research. Canada, the UK, and Australia are the 3 largest international contributors. This is a map that shows the registry participation throughout the United States. As you can see, we have participants from all over who have joined the registry to share their story. Data privacy and confidentiality are our utmost concern. The registry has a HIPAA-compliant database, including software, integration, data storage, and web hosting. The registry has taken numerous steps to protect not only data integrity, but more importantly, your privacy. One protective measure is to de-identify data. This means that each registrant's personal identifiable information is masked with a global unique identifier, or GUID. The registry director is the sole person with access to your personal information for the purpose of maintaining your account. Only aggregate de-identified data will be shared with the public via the registry website, scientific publications, presentations, and newsletters. Third-party access, such as requests from researchers or industry, is also strictly limited to de-identified data. A written proposal for partnerships and collaborations will be required to consider such a request and will be reviewed by our scientific advisory board. What can we do with the data? Data collected by the registry provides a clear picture of the impact of FTD from a participant's perspective. It can help us to ask better questions and drive new hypotheses. Data can also be used to assess research study and clinical trial feasibility, which can assist in facilitating recruitment. In addition, data help raise awareness, advance science, and facilitate advocacy throughout the FTD community. This is vital in building partnerships that make the registry a resource for all. So this concludes the overview of the FTD Disorders Registry and our registration process. The key message today is every story advances the science. I hope we get a chance to hear yours.